got to focus on your career. And I was like, yo, I don't care about that. So everything just got worse for me at that time. Like, my whole world came crashing down.
She said, you ain't have a fight in recent times. You really not ready for this work. She said, it's natural. She don't have to. It's not even I like talking about fighting. Sometimes people be needing hands put on them. And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports. I just never.
Papoose recently suggested that Remy could have gone too far in her battle with him and his new partner, Claressa Shields, by accusing her of trying to assassinate Claressa out of jealousy. Their lengthy dispute broke a few days ago after Remy accused Papoose of cheating on her with Claressa. Remy is not the type to put up with such rudeness, as you are all aware, and she is determined to get revenge on Papoose no matter what. But since Remy allegedly tried to kill his new lover, Papoose thinks she might have gone too far. Anger and jealousy are yes. This drama is getting worse, and it looks like the police might have to step in since it's getting uncomfortable. But was Papoose just trying to set Claressa up, or did Remy really try to kill her? Because Remy Ma and Papoose are the one hip-hop relationship we thought was steady and would never get into this mess. Fans continue to find this tumultuous turmoil between them unexpected. Everyone thought Remy and Papoose were done after she was imprisoned for shooting someone in 2008, but they persisted and even got married while she was behind bars. Remy had 6 more children after becoming married. Despite receiving a lengthy prison sentence, Papoose never faltered and never gave anyone reason to question his dedication. Given that Remy is now accusing him of being unfaithful to her while she was incarcerated, Papoose held it down like a pro and demonstrated his devotion to her in a manner that is nearly legendary in the entertainment world. After all, there were no rumors, scandals, or even hints of untidy behavior, which, let's be honest, is almost unheard of in Hollywood. Papoose was waiting for Remy with open arms when he finally stepped out of the prison gates. To help her survive in the world, they bonded and grew in love. They welcomed their daughter, Remy, into the world in 2018. Even though Papoose had 3 children of his own and Remy already had a kid from a previous relationship, they made a lovely blended family, proving that their bond was indestructible. But as it turned out, their relationship was incredibly fragile since last year. There were rumors that Remy had cheated on him with rapper Easy the Block Captain, putting their marriage in crisis mode. Reports state that the drama wasn't simply. It became so emotionally charged that it escalated into a full-fledged altercation. The rumor claims that Papoose got into trouble at an industry event and that things quickly got out of hand. The issue was swiftly resolved by Papoose. The real mayhem started when Remy and Ease teamed up to fight Gay Gotti in a rap war, which reportedly left Ease completely defeated. Rap battles are brutal verbal battles, as anyone who has witnessed them knows. Gotti also didn't hold back. He took the microphone during the argument and made the startling claim that Remy easily cheated on Papoose.
I don't give a if you just tell him stop spewing the business. If it's found out you was in the help, that could really ruin your image. We're talking the Rock and Michelle, Pap and Rim. That's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for black love.
Gotti's style of speaking sort of made it clear that the drama was an open secret, and people have been talking about it for a while. But Gotti didn't stop there, because he remained true to Remy for years before shaming her for cheating on Papoose and shredding her to pieces.
Every interview, he showed his admiration and tell the world how he think his woman the greatest. He held you down in prison for 6 years.
And you're all curious about this unexpected feature. In essence, Ease confirmed the rumors without attempting to disprove them.
You wanna know You wanna know the time? You keep this on the D9. If you heard that nigga did something to me over a female and he ain't dead, it's probably because I still got the female.
It turns out that Papo wasn't present when Remy played him, despite their years of love. According to rumors, they broke up because of her infidelity, and instead of taking the time to heal and deal with his heartache, Papoose changed his ways and found a new partner right away. Remy initially attempted to project an air of superiority, was over the turmoil, But there are rumors that Remy is not managing Papo's new relationship well now that things are growing hotter. People claim that she is losing her mind, arguing about fighting for what is rightfully hers and calling reckless derogatory names. She has also implied that if the need arises, she is not above hurling hands.
I strongly believe that sometimes people need to fight it out. Because talking doesn't do it. Sometimes you can talk. Like if it's certain situations, you could talk to a person, you express how you feel, they express how they feel, and y'all come to a mutual agreement that y'all either don't agree or, you might start seeing it from another person's point of view. It gets to the level, or when you deal with people that, like, sometimes how I used to be, I don't even want to hear that shit. I don't give a how you feel. I don't care what you thought. What's up? What we doing? And that's where I come in. She said, you ain't have a fight in recent times. You really not ready for this work. She said, it's natural. She don't have to. It's not even like talking about fighting. Sometimes people be needing hands put on them. And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports.
You take accountability. You are the one who is married. She wrote in a few days ago's Instagram release of messages that Claressa sent to Papoose. We thought she would stop there. Telling me you made it home safely or that you fell asleep in the Sprinter shouldn't be a huge deal if you can at least sleep with me over the phone or in person. Claressa seemed to be pleading with Papoose for assistance, to tell the truth to her, and Remy teased her about it. Papo is refusing to leave my place after his foolish self slept out while talking on the phone with Claressa Shields. She's a boxer who should be a world champion, but the moment she hears my voice, she becomes frightened and ends the call. I know you're not alone now that I've told you everything. But she didn't stop there, since she also wrote this woman. Every day, Claressa Shields and their terrible publicity crew have been making up stories about me to make me look stupid, awful, and for a long time he appeared to be God's gift. I pleaded with the Papoose to halt the story, but he said that the wisest course of action was to remain silent. I'm exhausted, he said, and he promised not to notice me because I'm ugly, but don't worry, I saw it all, and the world will see it because you're such a tough boo. But she didn't stop there. She also disclosed that Claressa blew up Papa's phone because she was so incensed after learning that Remy had exposed her online, saying things like, "You have to do something about this girl today, even though I know you hate playing online games. I can't be up there exposing her and everything before the movie comes out on December 25 because my PR team will be incensed when they see it. You still don't have your second phone, Please don't worry. Nothing she says or adds to her story for context worries me. As I previously stated, Claressa is a professional fighter, and since her movie about her coming out on the 25th is coming up, the last thing she needs is to be made public for dating a man who is still legally married, especially because Remy has been disclosing personal information about them. Remy wrote, for instance, "Papoose, you gummy. Hey, Miss Shields. After I took a picture of your communication, he did as you advised. Oh, I was being arrested by him. The same woman who could have exposed you through my platform was preparing to ruin me with one of his women, the one who hadn't cheated on him in 17 years. I got all of your messages and recommendations from the girls while he was about to tell me that he had composed a poem while he was holding me down. Imagine that, and because he also threatened to divulge anything private about me, it would be him." After that, Remy released further texts in which Claressa seemed to be begging Papoose for the absolute minimum. "I'm not happy, but all right, Emma, stop. I don't want to stress you more than you already are. Please stop my unwarranted emotions. I'm tired of talking and you not listening. To be honest though, that's always the best option, so I can't thank you for that. I won't say anything more. You will do anything you want to do. I asked for a present. I'm tripping and lying here feeling stupid and unsure of how to feel, even though I'm stating that I would like flowers and time set apart for me. Hey, Miss Shields," Claressa replied, and Remy teased her. "Just like I was a woman with only one spouse, I am a respectable woman with only one lover. Because I'm not the enemy you want, am actually very happy, which is why your lover is furious. MFS won't just say, oh, and he's never LEL. Please stop toying with me. He is more of a taker than a giver since he thinks he is the prize. It's me who has the bag too. And while I get that you said you felt stupid, you also seem stupid because she didn't call you Papoose Bro.
She said you ain't have a fight in recent times. You really not ready for this work. She said it's natural. She don't have to. It's not even like talking about fighting. Sometimes people be needing hands put on them. And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports. I just never could. I strongly believe that sometimes people need to fight it out. Because talking doesn't do it. Sometimes you can talk. Like in this certain situations, you could talk to a person. You express how you feel. They express how they feel. Y'all come to a mutual agreement that y'all either don't agree or, you might start seeing it from another person's.
It's sad to say that Remy is a narcissist. She chose to cheat repeatedly, was his final response to her. She's playing the I've asked for a divorce a lot card now that I finally moved on. Instead of handling things like a responsible adult, she would like to clout chase on social media. That was the last straw for him, according to the statement. I didn't want to do the social media foolishness for the sake of my 6-year-old baby she has to go to. As you can see, I remained silent during the entire situation at school. I will never get anyone arrested again. He continued, it is pitiful that you are the ones that play with the cops, and you are lying about history in front of the world. It is narcissistic behavior to fabricate text messages that you say date back more than a decade in order to fabricate a story and defend adultery. He then talked about the Remy rumors. Cheating on him with his friend F Block last Christmas, the captain stated, this is where Remy was when I was at home with my daughter. I've moved on and now she's angry and making up stories. She has a narcissistic personality. She won't do that since I wouldn't lie and pretend I didn't knock this guy out, even though I told her we could get a divorce like adults. She still sent me texts begging me to lie about the knockout, but it makes no difference because he didn't hit me back. Duration, I knocked him out, woke him up, and carried him home with me for 4 days because everyone saw this jerk in the fetal position. As you can see, my kid was eager to come up with a new story about it. Narcissist SMA number, I punched him out because he shook my hand and then slept with my wife, not because he slept with her, even though Remy denied the allegations that he left their child behind on Christmas. She continued by saying, you stated that the only way you are going to leave is with the public outcry. Although I have been pleading with you for years to go and allow us to have a private divorce. Because of my upbringing and your problematic gambling habit, you use social media in the same manner that I do, even though I'm not the social media type. By claiming that you appear fine in the background on any significant day, regardless of what I am doing with my child, you are lying. A so-called gangster lady who was filming me said things like, oh, Remy isn't going to call the police for help. You're a snitch, a rat. Call your brother. I urged my foolish self to maintain the black love image I helped construct for you while you attempted to cut me off from everything and everyone. I inquired as to how many of my friends and family you have, and you seemed okay with the falsehoods being spread about me. He was envious of her success and the way she helped other rappers, she adding, you hated that I started my battle rap league and were mad I was helping other rappers over you. She also asserted that he was pushed aside and intentionally made uncomfortable. I've had enough of the phony knockout tale. And out like a thief in the night wearing a mask. But my security knew you through because he knew you. And after you paid for information and fed battle rapper stories about my company, you helped the public believe a false narrative. Everyone knew what they heard happen, not what they actually saw, and you kept saying, see, it'll go away. You were envious of my favorable treatment, so you made me go to the awards with you and act like nothing was wrong. However, things became even more serious after she accused Papoose of allegedly placing. You neglected to mention that the pool was never completed because you were assaulting me in the garage, and the workers had to call the police to stop you. The audio and video keep lying, and I'm not editing them. Although they have long cultivated a public image as the ideal black couple, This has been a hot disaster, and it seems that their marriage has been in crisis mode for a while. I won't lie, their theatrics deceive everyone, but you can only act that way for so long before it all comes crashing down. Remy then revealed that before Claressa started flirting with Papoose, she and Claressa had been friends. I laughed when she added, "Here's Papoose's weirdo girlfriend wishing me Happy New Year's" a couple of days later, alongside screenshots of Claressa in her direct messages. In fact, this woman asked me how she might show off her figure. "It's crazy when Claressa eventually had enough of being replaced," she said. "I can't believe a 45-year-old woman is crashing out like this clown. You feel comfortable lying to these people because you believe you know what I got. Therefore, I made this monster by praising you, even though I knew something wasn't right and kept quiet about it. I assure you that you will regret it." Actions. The reply from Remy was, "You're 29 years old, but I'm not 45 yet. You're not getting old like wine anymore, but I'm not your adversary. Tell your lover to buy you gifts and flowers. He was with his Cali gal this week, so he didn't answer his phone. Remy caused difficulties by accusing you of creating phony texts, which is absurd, but she also exposed Papoose for cheating on Claressa. You can bully me, but I'm not a bee. You're spiteful and furious. Stop it," she said. Following that, he continued, "Come get your behind whooped and crash out." We assumed that Claressa had finally gotten the message and had backed off when Remy stopped responding and pursuing her on social media. But a source close to Papoose says he thinks Remy has something up her sleeve. Claressa has made it clear that she is not the type to sit back and let herself be intimidated no matter what. Sleeves. Since Remy was given a 6-year jail sentence for shooting a buddy, you can be sure that she is not frightened of anything. Everyone is aware of her anger management problems and her stubbornness to back down from a confrontation. The insider claims that Papoose is now worried that Remy might be trying to drag Claressa out. We don't know why he would think that, but it was said that Papoose was positive that Remy had somehow gotten to Claressa and was trying to murder her when she was concerned about food poisoning after her fight with him. Yes, this is a little weird because trying to kill someone is a far cry from a heated dispute on social media. But do you believe that Papoose is still pursuing Claressa, or do you believe that he is being sly and overreacting, as Remy claimed? After seeing this following video, please leave a comment with your ideas.